Hello, and welcome to 7 Mods to make your Skyrim into a horror game. So,
I feel
I
the
decided
same.
to try to do this instead of a whole
Warehouse and
mod list.
sheet were made for sale at fair
A lot
prices.
If you
Not
have
only
come to
that,
see our
time
wares,
testing to
speak to
make
the
a
others.
no
They
crash
look
mod
upon
list,
us and see only thieves and
I just
smugglers.
quite got there on the one I'm working on.
it is a pity, but it cannot be
so
helped. Perhaps
instead,
if we
it's been about a
continue to
month, I'm
show that
going
we
to
can be
do
trusted,
this
they
instead,
will open
and
their
maybe
cities to
be able to do a
our
little bit more videos than just one a month. So, it's pretty simple.
Welcome to Riften,
7
home of the
mods
Thieves Guild.
can
Or so
do
they'd have you
to
believe.
make your
It's all
Skyrim look
lies. They're just thugs. Vermin.
more
Creeping around the red.
scary, and feel more scary. To really get that across and make your Skyrim feel a little bit more dangerous. So the first mod is Scandinavian Seasons. It's a pretty lightweight mod, and that's why I picked it. And I liked it. It had a lot of fog, and I like the atmosphere that it gives the game. I might actually switch from some of the bigger mods that are pretty standard and start using this one a little bit more. Ultimate Deadly Encounters, which is a really neat mod. It adds a lot to the game. It's kind of like, it's made by the same people that made Genesis, and Genesis adds more enemies into your dungeons so that it makes it more fresh and gives you more variety. A room that might have at one time had one or two Draugr now might have 5 or 6. It really ups the ante, and Ultimate Deadly Encounters is kind of that for the whole. You can just be walking around the world, and you might come across an ambush, and configurable. You can set it for as often as you want. If you want to be able to get attacked every few minutes, I think it's up to 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes, you could set it to. Certain dice rolls, it'll spawn certain enemies. Once you get past certain level, the enemies
You can't hide from me.
and got attacked and by a forsworn ambush. It will give you let you know what's happening in the top corner. It'll be like, oh, you hear rustling in the bushes, so you know to oh crap, something's happening. As you get higher levels, assassins will start attacking.
Yes?
It's a really cool mod. Does have issues. There's probably some patches for it that will help stuff out. But it's a new mod that I've been playing with, so I'm still learning about it. But I recommend trying it out. I think it's a really cool idea. Gives you more random encounters when you're just walking through Skyrim. And an add-on to that I always it's a staple of my load orders, is know your enemy all in one. It adds trait-based weaknesses. I'll probably do a video about that at some point, but that way, if you get attacked by vampires like I did, you'll have to have either fire magic or some enchanted flame enchanted swords or silver swords to really be able to do the damage that you want to do. And also to help with the atmosphere, I use LFX Hardcore Edition. It makes things dark. Like at night, you're going to want a torch or a candlelight spell, something to make it to where you could see, because it gets extremely dark. And I feel like that's very appropriate. It makes it feel more at risk, and it's a staple. Also, I used Dark Forest of Skyrim and Trees add-on Skyrim Special Edition. There's a patch for them that you'll need, but it adds a lot more trees. Just changes a lot of Skyrim. Makes it look more filled, more trees. You like you're going through the woods. Like the closest street in all Skyrim vanilla is, I think, Falkreath and maybe Riften area. And this like way outdoes it. There's so many more trees. You're really gonna feel like it's a whole new world kind of thing. And then I use the vicious foliage of thick grass mods for Skyrim Special Edition. It's grass all over. Really fills it in a little bit more. Just kind of helps with the atmosphere again. It was kind of optional, but that's what I was using, and I like it. And then display enchantments, how I get the screen so dark. And I'll go through kind of the setup I used, but I like it. It makes the game look dark, makes it look, gives that horror feel. As a bonus mod, I would recommend doing the Clockwork Quest mod. It's a very creepy mod. It does have jump scares, but worth it. It's an awesome mod, fully voice acted. It takes, you're going to be in it for a couple hours at least. Comes with a player home that you get at the end, and it's a really neat mod. Kind of goes into the Dwemer and what happened to him. So I definitely recommend you checking it out. And with this load order, it should have you on the edge of your seat. Okay, so we're gonna walk through. I got a new character here, and I'm gonna give you a quick walkthrough on how to use display enchantments mod. So you're gonna wanna, once you download the mod, load in, make a hard save, and then you'll quit your game. It'll go back to the screen, and just wait for it to do that. This mod's kind of as close as we can get to a custom EMB right now on a console. Just load back in. Some mods, a lot of mods have you do this. So you may be used to doing that kind of thing. It's a sweet bow. But once it loads you back in, then you'll have a spell. And so go in and just look at all of them. Display enhancement spell. Come up and it'll give you can change anything. But we just want to go into example presets. I believe it was preset number 2. You can stack them. like if you want something like this, you can. It works on the power. You can remove all effects. It'll tell you up in the top corner what's going on. Well, it does that. You do random. You can go in, change your brightness, saturation, contrast, field of view. You know, change a lot. Bloom effects. I don't mess with all this. I'm not an expert, so I leave all that alone. Pretty much, it just take a lot of tweaking that I don't mess with. You go into options, enable red, blue, and green. Slows it down a little bit, but I usually just use kind of different examples, presets. You can add all of them at once if you want. Those out. And then it says please wait. And all effects removed, so this is my standard. We'll do preset 2. Now there are slightly different mods on this particular person, just because I'm working on that mod list still, so the mods are changing a lot right now. But we'll go out and we will wait for nighttime. I'll kind of show you what it would look like at nighttime. But with the mods that I gave you and using preset 2, you should get a pretty similar effect. Like I said, if it's not dark enough, you can turn the darkness down or brightness down. And play with it a little bit. That's good. So, see, it's dark. We want it darker. Going here to the Mac options. Play with it. Get that dark gray that I had. It was a lot of playing with this. That's a very vibrant look. But yeah, this is, you get a lot of different effects with this mod. So I recommend downloading it and trying it out, seeing what you think. I don't know if it's on PlayStation. Probably is, I would think, because it doesn't really add anything. It just changes some game settings. So I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. So it's something you might be interested in. Check it out and see what you think.